what does a positive attitude really look like? Hey, Jason here, and I've still been studying the Success Puzzle, which is one of Bob Proctor's 12-month self-long self-coaching, self-study programs, and it's been really, really interesting. And if you've really been paying attention to how I've been doing these videos, I've been focusing on just one thing at a time, and that's because this is how I actually study. And this is something Chantel taught me. I'll be honest with you, I did not know about this. She taught me how to do this, and so this is how I started getting real good understanding on materials. And that's something I suggest you may want to try also, really implement. Just focus on one thing and just keep focusing, keep listening to it, reading it over and over and over again. And so, but like really, what is a positive attitude? Like people like, oh, I'm positive, but most of us are really negative. I remember I thought I was a very optimistic person, and the truth was I was very cynical and very hateful, and didn't believe anything positive in the world back in those days. And it's funny because now I believe the exact opposite. And let's go back to the definition of attitude, which is in Steph's in the study material from Bob Proctor's program, and it says your attitude is the composite of your thoughts, feelings, and actions, which in turn produces your results. And I've really been focusing on these words the last couple of days because, and it's not like my results are doing great. However, I want my results to be even better. Like there's things that I want to be able to do, to be able to implement, to be able to give to others in this life. And I was really been, and I've been focused on it because I was like, clearly my attitude is not at the place yet. Like, how can I become better? How can I be this better person? How can I have a more positive attitude in different areas of my life? And then I started realizing maybe I need to just start having a more positive attitude towards other human interactions that I'm having. So how can I be a better person at each and every time? Now, this doesn't mean that I'm the best person at all times. I'm still human. There's times I'm still in my own head. There's times I'm just in la world, dealing with some thoughts in my head, and sometimes it may come off rude or just not paying attention to people. However, I'm trying to become better, and that's what this is about. Like, so many times I think a lot of gurus and a lot of people, even with law of attraction or professional development, weight loss coaching, all of this, they want to talk about getting to this perfect place. And it's not about the perfect place. It's about getting better each and every day. Because if you get better each and every day for 365 days, you're pretty much guaranteed you can't fall back to the person you was at the beginning of that year. And so this is what my focus is how can I become better? And the universe gave me a great opportunity today. I'm gonna tell you, like, it was high on the magnitude of annoying. I would give it a good 8 out of 10. Let's just be honest. So here in South Africa, in Johannesburg, they have something called load shedding, where they shut the grid down, the electric grid down at certain hours. Why, I don't know. I don't want to get into all of that. That's just what they do. So when they do it, it'll shut off, but usually the backup power generator come on here for the lobby and the elevators, everything like that. Now, because it's been happening consistently since I've been here, it messed up 3 other elevators. So the people who came to try to fix them, they don't know how to fix them, or whatever. Maybe they're waiting on a part. Let's leave it at that positive moment. See, that's how I get better each and every time. So the people who came to fix it, they're waiting on a part to get here so they can fix it. We'll go with that story. And today, when the load shedding hit, it knocked out the elevators. The power came back on, but because we're at one elevator, it's the service elevator, so the people down at reception have to send it up to each and every floor whenever it needs a elevator. And so, one, they're doing a job that's not their job, so they're highly aggravated. Everybody living there is highly aggravated. And part of the building is a hotel, so I'm sure they're highly aggravated. The staff is highly aggravated. It's a very annoying situation. I'm telling you, it's an 8 out of 10. It could be a 10 out of 10, but I don't think it's that horrible. At least I don't have to walk down 17 flights of stairs. And so this morning with the load shedding hit and it cut off the grid, it knocked out the actual phone to call the reception desk for them to send the elevator up. And so I was like, oh man, this is gonna be horrible. And so I just called down and called the reception on my cell phone, and it happened to me before, so I made sure to get the number down there. And I could just hear in his voice, he just sounded sad. You can tell when a person just been hearing negative information. People are venting and frustrating at them all day. And my heart went out for it because I was like, man, you're just doing your job. Like, this isn't even a part of your job. You're going above your duty. And so, I just told him, like, when I came down, I was like, hey, man, I really appreciate you. I know people probably give me a hard time, but I appreciate it. And he just really needed to vent for a minute. And so while I was out today, did my massage and everything, I went to eat at one of the restaurants I go to because one of my buddies worked there, and it's cool to talk with him. So I just went and ordered some food for the reception and the building manager, because they're working hard, and no one's giving them a hey, thank you for your service. Everyone's just complaining and dropping all of their emotional bombs on them because they're aggravated and annoyed, which I understand. It is very aggravating and annoying. However, sometimes we got to really check our attitude and see, is it the appropriate attitude to have towards the right person, no matter what that situation is. Like, they didn't break the elevator. They didn't break the phones. They're not messing with the electricity. They're just doing their job. And so, like, with that, it was like, it really hit on me today. It's like, they're just doing their job. And I remember there probably would have been times I would have been highly aggravated, probably cursing them out. And I'm like, why would I have that type of attitude? Like, it really isn't worth being angry in life when you really start looking at it, because that attitude gets you nowhere. They're not going to want to talk to you. They're not going to want to deal with you. Then it's tension. If you're living here, like, really think about sometimes a negative attitude, being angry, frustrated, and all that, it really doesn't serve your purpose. No one said, oh man, you were so angry today, I want to give you time off, or here's a gift for you because you were so angry today. No one's going to ever say that, because we all react the same way. When someone's really angry, we want to get the hell away from them. I'm the same way. And I didn't know this all those years ago when I was just an angry person stuck inside my head dealing with my issues. However, today I was able to see that, and I was able to react on that. And through that attitude, and like, really look at this, and let's break it down with the definition of what I've done. One, disciplined my attitude. I said I wanted to be a better person. I wanted to show up better in this world and be someone that people feel like they're growing from instead of someone that's taken away from. So through that, I changed my thoughts. I started thinking, how can I become better? What can I do? Thinking those thoughts is what got me to buy them lunch, which made me feel good. Instead of being annoyed and aggravated like most of the people calling down and coming down starting the day, I had a good day, and even still had a good conversation with them, even though they needed to just vent a little. And then it changed my actions. I bought them food. I haven't bought them food before, but this shows right here, like, this stuff works. Like, we really got to start approaching our attitude different. If we want different results in life, how are we going to change our attitude? We can't be a different person thinking the same way. It's literally impossible. It's defying all the laws of physics, universe, God. Really think about this stuff, and why haven't we been taught this? If this is one of the few things that I know I've never heard in my life, and just implemented in just one day, it made me feel great. And this is not even counting some other things that I could tell you about today, but I'll talk about it another day. And so really think about it. Like, do you want a positive attitude? And what have being angry got you? Like, think about the last time you were angry, whether it was in traffic, at work, or whatever. Did it really get you anything that you wanted? Did it better your life? Because if not, why are you still doing it?